Sharing blood, but you were always the one that made me want to fly. When I was young, I wanted your jet black hair. It looked like a fighter pilot's helmet. I remember when you gave me the mirrors to look into myself, I would pretend the night grew out of my scalp in the shape of your haircut. Is there any better way to see the stars? It wasn't until I was older that I felt the impact of your missiles. When I still believed in conflicting characters like Hanukkah Harry and the Easter Bunny, you told me that when I grow up, I could be anything. I'm sure that neither of us expected that I'd be here, but I never wanted to be Superman. I know I could never jump as high as skyscrapers or outrun bullets, and I guess that's why I was never able to stop your speeding train descent into disaster. I remember the night you swallowed a handful of guilt and washed it down with a glass of water. You almost didn't wake up. They found you in the parking garage of your apartment building, a comatose sack of bad decisions. You must have looked like a broken window. I want you to know, angels have never clipped their wings to fly their way to forgiveness. Salvation doesn't work that way. Your plane wrecks were never big enough to make breaking news. Maybe it's because there were never enough casualties, but I swear, each one of your flight plan failures are burned into me like a photograph for my own cover story, and you hired me to write your caption. Sometimes the workload feels like the schedule for a sweatshop. My fingers are calloused from the endless keystrokes. You were always better at piloting helicopters, and I think it's because you were more familiar with their ferocious blades than you were deploying your landing gear, but still. You showed me how to get off the ground. You showed me how to fly, how to properly hold the yoke. You showed me how to say please and thank you. You showed me how to use the radio every time you put its speaker to your ear instead of listening to my stories. You taught me how to never interrupt. You taught me how to crash quickly. I taught myself how to crash quietly. When I hit the ground, I feel so much like shattered glass that I'm afraid I'll slice the fingers of the people that try to put me back together. It makes it hard for my reflection to remind me of who I am. The scarlet drops that drip from their scars make me a stained glass window. I wonder if it's my lack of grace that makes me beautiful. I wonder if it's anything that makes me beautiful. You know, I try to believe in myself, but sometimes it gets so hard on the days when I don't have the strength to pick up my own pieces. Someone very special once told me that I often forget how strong I am. I make it a point to never take that out of context. I never wanted the elegance of grace to match the purple hues of the skylights in this cathedral I built for myself, Dad. We don't always ask for the things that are passed on to us. Lately, I've been trying to cut the night out of my hairline to make room for daylight. Maybe then it will be easier to hit the runway, please. Don't misunderstand this. The Wright brothers built the engine in the heart that you gave me. It rumbles in a smoky Morse code. Listen closely. You can hear it saying, thank you. I love you.